I know people love my rants, but I am really trying to not rant. And it's so borderline today. Today is the tariff deadline, so I'm going to show you some horse shit happening with tariffs. How there's lack of consensus regarding rates all over the world. And some worrisome news coming out of the United States. Stick around. I'm going to try and hold my shit together. First up, this horse shit. It is August 1st. We did not come up with a trade deal to supplement our trade deal with the United States. So they increased the tariffs on non-CUSMA compliant items from 25% to 35% because of the narcotics. I want to throat punch everyone who believes that this is actually about narcotics. Because a little coinky-dink, yesterday, Mexico got a 90-day reprieve on tariffs. You know Mexico. Mexico, where they totally do not have a narcotics issue. Not a narcotics issue at all. Mexico, land of the piñata, where they'll use anything for a piñata. When we start seeing piñatas hanging from the Gardiner Expressway, then you can make a case that Canada's issues are the same as Mexico's. All right, let's slide over to the lack of consensus when it comes to interest rates. I just want to say this. It might seem obvious, but this is a global problem. When it's a global problem, obviously that's not a local issue. Powell didn't just refuse to deliver a rate cut, he also hinted at a raise. Interesting. Well, just hang on and you'll see why this would have been a terrible idea. But first you should know Australia is having issues with rates. In the UK, there's no consensus. People are saying that they should cut. And of course, yesterday I showed you that the Fed has no consensus. 2 Fed members said they should cut. Why? Employment. Why should we keep the rates high if employment is a problem? And now the gaslighting. You're going to be shocked. July jobs report reveals employers added 73,000 jobs. Sounds pretty good, right? Oh, unemployment rises. Wait, hang on a second. What? Go digging around and you will find that the most shocking part of this story, it's being reported, but it's not in the headlines. U.S. labor market adds 73,000 jobs. Sounds good, right? And then there's a larger than normal downward revision for May and June. Just larger than normal. First up, let's put that 73,000 jobs into context. It's less than expected. Expected was 104,000 jobs. And you should know this is an estimate. After they get the data, they revise these estimates. They revise them for May and June. News outlets in the United States must be terrified because this would be major headlines everywhere in any normal year. May's job gains were revised down to 19,000 from 144,000, and June was revised from 147,000 to 14,000. That's an 87% drop. From 144,000 to 19,000 is an 87% decrease. This is a 90% decrease. There is 90% fewer jobs created in June than what they had reported. Do you think it would have been a good idea if they increased the rates? Are you questioning his decisions now? What's that 73,000 going to be revised down to? May and June, it's almost 90% drop in both those months. And I get people saying that we should raise rates here as well. Canadian job vacancies fell to near 8-year low amid hiring freeze. Remember, the pandemic was 5 years ago, so this is less than it was pre-pandemic. So what are we doing? We're playing games with people's lives over here. Who gives a fuck what inflation is? 2.1, 2.2, 2.5, 3? Who gives a fuck? That's what it is in every normal year. Not to mention most of that is driven by the price of gasoline. I have said it a million times before. The course needs to be corrected before they cause a major issue. The red lights are flashing everywhere that a major issue is currently underway. What are they waiting for?